What's goody, y'all? Welcome back to the Winner Circle, y'all. Listen, today I'm about to give y'all 5 unusual signs that you've been handpicked by God, okay? Because I say they're unusual because the first 3 signs can appear to be negative, and I really want to shed light on some of the things that's happening and what's going on in your life. If God, man, comment in the comment section, I'm being handpicked by God, okay, y'all? Let's get into this video because I'm excited about it. I'm really excited to talk about all the great things that are happening for you guys, to you guys, in your life and in my life, okay? Because we're in alignment. So if I know they're happening to me, they're happening to you as well, okay? But before I get into the meat of this video, if this is your first time seeing me, make sure you hit that subscribe button because you're really going to get your life bossed up here. Do whatever you got to do to join the winner circle, okay? You definitely go become a winner rocking with Coach E, okay, y'all? If y'all my day ones, you already know what's up. We locked in, loaded. I love y'all so much, okay? Y'all just my babies. I love y'all so much. But anyways, let's get into this video, okay? 5 unusual signs that you have been handpicked by God, okay? So you definitely have chosen ones, okay? Chosen ones are out here, but there's also people who, number one, who are chosen but ain't answer the call. And remember, chosen is past tense. That means you're already operating in your calling. But then there's also, like, you know, light workers, people who are not necessarily chosen but have their own divine plan, their own divine mission on what they're supposed to be doing, what type of light work they're supposed to be doing, what type of enlightenment they're supposed to be doing, what type of energy they serve in their bloodline. Okay, so this video is not only geared just towards chosen ones, but to include other people who are not necessarily chosen, but know that they are light workers in their family, in their lineage, in their bloodline, or just being put on this earth to make a difference. Okay, so let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. So the first unusual sign that you have been handpicked by God for a special purpose, a special mission to carry out is the first one is you don't fit in. And this one can appear to be negative if people don't understand what's going on behind the scenes, okay? Because God likes to deliver packages, deliver blessings sometimes in a messy package, okay? And I'm going to say that again. God likes to deliver gifts, manifestations, abundance, your specific person, love, friendship, unions, opportunities, open doors, and messy packages, okay? The messier the package, the messier you got to get broken down, the messier the circumstance, you can tell the blessing is going to top that, okay? So the harder the trial and error, the bigger the blessing, I like to say. And again, this is looking in the spiritual realm behind the scenes. This is not looking with your carnal mind and your carnal eyes. We're going to look past that. You're part of the winner circle. You on your personal growth and development journey with Coach E. You know, we talk about the spiritual realm a lot, and we are talking about looking at things in the spiritual realm, okay? So God likes to deliver blessings in messy packages, okay? And sometimes the messy package could look like you don't fit in. And there's different ways that you might not fit in. You might be the generational curse breaker, which is very uncomfortable in your family. You might be the seer in your family. You might be the black sheep in your family. You might be somebody who is different than all of your friends. You might be the only friend that's in your friend group who was like testing out spirituality or starting to question like things that you were taught as a kid, like religion, or you going from one belief system to the next. Let me know in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about. I got to be going home with somebody on this information, okay? So if you that friend and you starting to question stuff, you probably the only friend that's spiritual, or the only friend who believes in astrology, and everybody else is like, no, the Bible says don't do that, or da-da-da-da. You find yourself set apart. You find yourself questioning things. You saying, hold on, the math ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing, and I got questions. This don't add up to me and don't feel right to me. You are releasing some things that, because the bottom line is, y'all, when we are born, we're born with the pure brain, pure whatever, pure consciousness, all of these things. And we tend to adopt the belief systems of those around us, the adults, the people who's raising us, the teachers that we encounter, the children that we encounter. We tend to adopt other people's belief systems. So if you find yourself going against the grain and you the one busting out saying, hold on, I don't like that. You questioning stuff that you feel like you're no longer in alignment, and you don't believe the things that you were taught when you were growing up, and you might start to feel bad. You might start to question yourself like, am I doing something wrong by questioning God? Am I doing something wrong by questioning what I was taught? I feel guilty for no longer wanting to be religious or a Christian, or I feel like some things are not adding up, but I know I love God. But all of these things are normal. It's a beautiful blessing, in a messed up package. That's all it is. Okay. You are starting to bust out. You're starting to purge all of these belief systems that are not in alignment with you. These belief systems, these things, these thoughts, these ideas, these patterns, these way of lives that does not serve you. And you are trying to step into your authentic self. You are trying to step into yourself of, that serves somebody else. It don't serve me. That's not what I believe. It's not in alignment with where I'm headed. Like, and if you feeling that, it's a wonderful thing. So again, the number one strange sign that you've been handpicked by God is you left out. You feel left out. You feel isolated. You feel alone. You don't fit in. You are different. Okay. Oh, everybody else is the same. And you different over here. That's the number one sign that you've been handpicked by God. You're not the follower. You're the leader. You don't follow the trends. You set the trends. You change people's minds. You change people's perspectives. That's the number one sign, baby, that you have been handpicked by God. You don't fit in. You go against the grain, baby. Let me know in the comment section if you are somebody who goes against the grain. You are somebody who does not fit in with everyone else. Everyone else is just, going with the flow. Everybody going right, you going left. People going left, you start to go right. You the only one that's different. You've been handpicked by God, okay? So let's move on to number 2. The second unusual sign that you've been handpicked by God is you're broken. This one could appear to be a negative sign. It could appear to be uncomfortable. Like, why is this happening to me? Listen, if you broken right now, everything is so symbolic, y'all. And I want you to start to look at everything in your life as a symbol of something, as a sign of something. The more you start to open your eyes and look beyond what's in the physical and start to look in the spiritual, baby, you'll start to have more breakthroughs. You'll start to have more insight. You'll start to be able to ride the wave of stuff and understand what's taking place in your life, what God is doing in your life, the changes that He's making in your life. But if you are broken right now, it's so spiritual, it's so symbolic, because remember, we're ending a year right now. We're getting ready to go into a new year. Everything, if you are being broken down right now, it is a beautiful thing, because things that was for you in 2024, it's not going with you in 2025. And it gets extremely uncomfortable because we like to stay stagnant. We like to be comfortable. And sometimes we don't want to let go of things. So God literally got to snatch the rug from up under us. Like, dang, you hard-headed. That's how God be looking at me like, Evan, you hard-headed. Like, I got to pull the rug from up under you. I got to push you out of this situation because you won't go. You too comfortable. So if you are being broken down, if you feel like you in a dark place right now, if you feel like you come into a lot of realizations, you got to admit some stuff to yourself in order to shed some stuff, because you can't heal nothing that you don't accept. You can't heal nothing that you don't admit. You cannot heal nothing, fix something, grow from something that you are not acknowledging that's wrong with you. And you might feel like you're going through another dark night of the soul. You might feel like you're going through another spiritual awakening. You might feel like God is like forcing the mirror in front of you for you to look at yourself and force yourself to face your own toxicity. Baby, if you feel like you're being broken down right now, start clapping your hands, start celebrating, because that is the beginning of a transition. That is the beginning of you purging toxic behaviors and purging your old self. And in order for you to get to your next level, you got to let go of that icky stuff. You got to and everything I'm talking about is in the spiritual realm, y'all. It's all spiritual, okay? So if you being broken down, and I love to use the analogy of the glow stick. I think I said it before in another video, but the analogy of the glow stick is, oh shoot, sorry, y'all, dropped my computer. The analogy of the glow stick, y'all, is it's life changing. Okay, so you know how you go to the Dollar Tree or whatever, you get those glow sticks, and it comes like in a pack of 5, and you literally have to you got to break the glow stick like in several places, and once you break it, then it starts to glow. That's you, baby. You got to be broken down and shed all of these things in your life in order for you to really start glowing. Because the things that you acquired in this world, when people was just teaching you stuff and you was learning from other people, it no longer serves you. Now you are stepping into your highest self. Now you are stepping into a better timeline. Now you are stepping into a better mindset, a better way of life. Now you transitioning yourself. You learning more. You eating more healthier. You want to know more about your spirituality. You taking better care of your mindset. You taking better care of your body. You are doing all of these things in order to transcend, in order to ascend to a new level, a new chapter, a new journey, a higher dimension, whatever it is that you want to call a better life for yourself. and old things gotta go. So just like you break down that glow stick, in order, you got to really break it down, crack it, break it down in several places in order for it to illuminate. It's the same thing with you, baby. You a glow stick, and God will literally break you down in order to mold you, in order to shape you into being a better version of yourself. Okay. So that's number one. But another part of being broken down is, if you just walking around rich all the time, whole and happy, and there's nothing wrong with that, but God likes to take his most messed up people, the people who are guarded, the people who are blocked off, the people who are mean, the people who are stubborn, the people who come from the trenches. Because in the beauty of you coming from them trenches, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, in your head, financially in the trenches, whatever it is, because some people are in the trenches emotionally, mentally, but not financially. So if you come from the trenches, no matter physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, no matter what it is, God, you can see the miracle in it better when you come from nothing. Because God shows up better, and you can really see God's performing miracles in your life, and other people can see the miracle in your life when you go from nothing to 1,000 overnight. And that's how God shows up in your life, in order to show other people who he truly is. God is shining his light through you. So if you broken down, baby, start celebrating. Start celebrating, because you are truly going through a transformation right now. Comment in the comment section and let me know if you feel like you've been cocooned and now you busting out of that cocoon. It's the end of the year. A lot of you guys who are ready for your next journey have been in isolation. You've been in a dark place I want to say like the last 2-3 months. You've been in a dark place. I know for a fact you have. If you are transitioning into a new level, a new higher, a higher consciousness, a better life for yourself, you receiving manifestations, you receiving those blessings, you about to receive doors opening, you about to receive the love of your life, you about to receive financial freedom. If you are about to embark on that, right before that darkness comes, because you got to take accountability. You got to fix yourself. You got to acknowledge your own toxicity. You've got to change. And in order to change, it's painful. That kind of growth, in order to reach a certain level of evolution, is painful. It's painful. You really start to really see yourself. So baby, listen, if you are broken, God breaking you down to build you back up, baby. You got to let go of that old foundation, and a new one has to be built. That old foundation will crumble. That old foundation must crumble in order for you to bring in the money that you calling in, the love that you calling in, the friendships that you calling in, the opportunities that you calling in, whatever it is that you are calling in, or whatever it is that that God has ready for you to rain down on you. You got to let all that other stuff go. You got to. And sometimes we don't want to. So God will push us, because that's what's best for us. God will push us. God will push us or snatch the rug from up underneath us, because God knows what's best for us. And sometimes we hold on to situations like, no, I don't want to let go. I don't want to do this. I don't want to make this decision. Not knowing how beautiful the next chapter is going to be once we get through that darkness. Because remember, y'all, when you were chosen, when your light shine this motherfucking bright, when your light shine this bright, it shines even brighter in the darkness. You really find your light in the darkness. Light shines brighter in the darkness, y'all. So listen, sometimes we don't understand why we going through some of the things that we go through, or why it's so painful, or why we crying, or why this or why that, because God knows I got a blessing for you, but you got to clean up shop. And that blessing is going to be far more better than you could ever imagine, as long as you take that path, as long as you trust. Man, comment in the comment section, I trust God. Let him cook. Let God cook, y'all. But y'all know I can talk, y'all. I get long-winded. So let's move on, though. The third unusual sign that you have been handpicked by God is, baby, spiritual warfare. You dealing with some spiritual warfare, okay? And when I say spiritual warfare, I don't mean like what you hear most people talking about. Oh, you're fighting demons. And listen, a lot of people out there fighting demons. You ain't fighting no damn demons. You're dealing with your own karma. That's what it is. Okay, a lot of people are not fighting demons. I mean, you could call it I'm fighting my demons, but I like to say you ain't fighting no demons, my boy, my girl. You're dealing with your own karma. You're dealing with your own toxicity. You're dealing with your own shadows. You're dealing with your own drama that you created. And we've all been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not talking about that kind of spiritual warfare where people talking about, oh, I'm fighting demons. No, I'm talking about a specific kind of spiritual warfare that if you've been handpicked by God, I know for a fact you're going to be able to resonate with this type of spiritual warfare that I'm about to tell you. I'm talking about the spiritual warfare of people who have more than you envy you. People who have more than you frowning upon you. People who have more than you coming against you. People who have more than you try to set you up for traps that don't work. And you just can't figure it out. Like, well, man, I know I'm talking to somebody on this one. This is a form of spiritual warfare. When you constantly got people who got better jobs than you, they making more money than you, they live in a bigger house than you, they probably got the best car, you probably might not have a car. They got the best titles, they got the best career. Whatever it is, these people have more than you, but they stay envious of you. They stay looking down on you. They stay trying to set little traps for you. And you just can't figure it out. You like, why are they so worried about me? And like on the outside, their life appears to be squeaky clean. On the outside, they appear to have so much more than you. Let me tell you why. That's because you're rich in spirit. And anybody who is rich in spirit, the kingdom of God is already within you. You could literally have anything in this world. It just hasn't materialized yet. And people who are rich in spirit, people who have been handpicked by God, who are rich in spirit, other people know it. They might not be able to put their finger on what it is about you. They might not be able to put it in words, something about you. They ain't even gonna tell you. They just see something in you that they don't see in themselves. Your character will always hold more weight than their title. Your character will always hold more weight than their position. Your character will always hold more weight than their popularity and their clique and their groups and their neighborhood and their country club. Your character will always outweigh them. And that's why you're dealing with spiritual warfare. That's why you're dealing with people who appear to have more than you, always coming against you. Who appear to have more than you, always looking down on you, always trying to make you feel away, always throwing shade. And they got more than you. You just can't figure it out. Why are they so envious of me? Why are they so jealous of me? And they got more than me. Why are they so envious of me? And they got a husband, they got a wife, they got the perfect family dynamic. Why are they so envious of me? They a doctor, they a nurse, they a surgeon. Why are they envious of me? Baby, listen, everything that glitter ain't gold at all. But when you been handpicked by God, you rich in spirit. And so because you rich in spirit, automatically your spirit man knows I don't need nothing. I don't want for nothing. Man, comment in the comment section, I don't need nothing. God always got me. And that's how God works with you. When you've been handpicked by God, God be blessing everybody in front of you. You will see people getting their cars. You'll see people getting their marriages. You'll see people getting their careers. You'll see people getting their collaborations, doors opening for them. But I promise you, at the very last hour, God is going to bless you in front of everybody. You got to wait the longest, but your blessings is going to be bigger. And people know it. They can see it. They can sense it. That's why you're dealing with spiritual warfare. They can sense it. So it makes people, it frustrates their demons. You know what I'm saying? It bothers them. It sheds light on their insecurity. They don't know what it is about you. They looking at you like, dang, I have all of this and I'm unhappy. This person barely got nothing. And they're the happiest person on the planet. Might not have nothing, but you have inner peace. You have joy. You have love. And you know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are in the kingdom of heaven. You know who you are in the spiritual realm. You know who you are. You God's child. That's a form of spiritual warfare that a lot of people don't talk about. You all, man, I know I'm talking to somebody. You got people who always appear to have more than you, envious of you, hating on you, throwing shade, trying to make you feel away. And you know they doing shenanigans on purpose. Spiritual warfare, baby. They see you. They saw you before you saw you. They see you, baby. They know who you are in the spiritual realm, okay? So let's keep going, y'all. Number 4, the fourth unusual sign that God has handpicked you, you've been handpicked by God, is prophetic words. God will send you several servants to tell you the same word. God will send you several people to prophesy the same thing to you. It might start off with one family member. Oh, you're doing good. I know you're going to be successful. I believe in you. I know your business is going to thrive. I know you're going to be somebody. I know you're going to be influential. And then you start to get them random strangers come up to you. You somebody. I can't put my finger on. I don't know what's going on with you, but God told me that God is shining a light on you. There's something about you. And then you might have another one come up to you, another year later, 2-3 years later. There's something different about you. My encounter with you was wonderful. If you got people prophesying to you, if God is sending several servants to tell you the same word, that prophesy the same thing to you, baby, you have been handpicked by God. That's a beautiful sign that a lot of people overlook. Don't overlook that. Don't overlook that. It's nothing small. God will send people to prophesy to you and tell you exactly who you are. If God has sent several servants to you to tell you who you are, to prophesy a word to you, to tell you your power, to tell you your gifts, to tell you how much they believe in you, baby, listen, you've been handpicked, okay? You've been handpicked. Let's keep going. And number 5, y'all, the last one, but definitely not the least. Number 5, the 5th unusual sign that you've been handpicked by God is, I talk about this one all the time, is that major favor, okay? Because a lot of people, they be, oh, God don't have favorites. Yes, he does. Listen, I don't know why. But there's a lot of people out here with a raggedy heart. God gives us a choice. Some people choose to be raggedy. Some people choose to be better. Some people choose to be raggedy. Some people choose to be better, okay? And so a lot of people don't have a heart for God to pour so much favor on them. They're not in alignment with it. They're not in alignment with it, okay? Everybody don't got favor like you. Everybody don't got favor like you. And when you got favor, you know for a fact that you got favor. You know for a fact that you see the hand of God on your life different from those around you. And it might come in so many different forms. It might come in finances. It might come in the way that people love you, the way people show up for you. It might come in you having a platform on social media. It might come you being able to open up a business, you being able to go anywhere and everywhere, and you to be able to talk to people. You might be that one person to be able to get through to the most meanest, the most selfish, the most cruel person that there is, and can't nobody get through to them, but you come along, you're able to talk to them, you're able to change their mind, you're able to change their perspective. You might be the one to, God might send you free mentoring for a specific area in your life that you're trying to get help in. You might receive a grant for school. You might receive, it could be anything, but those around you, they don't get that. That's what it is. You are set apart, and it's obvious. It ain't nothing subtle. It might be subtle because the other people don't see it. But like I say in all my videos, this is a pattern for you. So you see it. It's not subtle. You are constantly seeing the hand of God on your life. You constantly see favor on your life. You constantly see how doors open up for you that don't open up for other people. You constantly see how you qualify, but on paper you don't qualify. But you qualify? That ain't nothing but God, baby. That ain't nothing but God. It's nothing but God, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all. These are the 5 unusual signs that God has handpicked you. Do not take these signs lightly. Let me know how many signs resonate with you. Let me know what you thought about this video. And it's finally the end of this video. So I want to tell you guys, in the month of December, after December 8th, I will not be taking no coaching calls throughout the entire month of December. I was from December 8th, all the way to like January 1st or January 2nd. So if you need to book a session with me, get your sessions in now. Book a session with me, because from December 8th all the way to the beginning of January, calls will be closed. I will not be receiving any coaching sessions, you guys, because God has blessed me. I am traveling all the way to Europe. I'm going traveling all the way to Europe, along the mountainside, the coast of Norway, and I'm going to be working there extensively with a client. A lot of healing, a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of stuff, but I cannot wait. It's a little bit intimidating because I'm traveling I'm going from the States all the way to Germany by myself, from Germany all the way to Norway, and then traveling all the way up Norway at the top of the mountains by myself until I reach my client or whatever. So it's going to be a long trip. But I'm so grateful, you guys. But, book your sessions. If you ain't booked a session with me, get your session in, because for the entire month of December, I will not be accepting any sessions. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for your positivity. Thank you for your feedback. I love y'all. See you next time.